April 29th, 2020. CT,
Hello.
what's good?
What's up? What's up?
It's Wednesday, I think. Hump day, as they call it.
It's Wednesday, man. Wednesday.
Just wondering how have you been, man? How have the last couple of days been treating you? Since the last time we spoke, how have the last 24 hours been?
It has been all right, but it's raining over here. So kind of wish this May weather would start ramping up a little bit, you know?
Uh April weather, you mean? Oh,
It's
the
it's
May
May
weather ramp
it's
up.
May on
Gotcha.
Friday. It's May on
Ah,
Friday.
I
So
understand. I
and even
understand.
April, man. I feel like April shouldn't be this chilly, this gloomy. Um how have you been?
It's not raining here, but it's been cloudy. It was actually a pretty nice day, very windy. It's supposed to rain, so I'm guessing that rain's gonna come into our area sometime soon.
Nice. Very nice.
But enough of the weather, enough of the small talk. We have less than 9 minutes left. Why don't you give me some headlines, CT?
You want to hear some headlines, huh?
I do.
All
As
right,
I
man.
drink while I drink my Twisted Monkey by Victory.
All right, Manny Ramirez, former Red Sox, soon to be Hall of Famer,
Former juicer.
wants to make a wants to make a comeback to the CPBL. He just wants a shot to make a comeback. The last time he played was in 2013 for the Rhinos and posted a 352, 422, 555 triple slash line. 8 home runs in 49 games. Those are some pretty great numbers, man.
43 RBI in 49 games, by the way.
Nice. Good catch.
Thank you.
Last time he played in MLB was in 2011 for that short stint with the Tampa Bay Rays. I wish Manny Ramirez all the luck. Uh, Hall of Fame weekend is canceled for Jeter and Walker, so they will be inducted in 2021.
Can we just uh can we
I had
just
to
talk
think real
about
quick.
real can we just talk about real quick Jeter's post career luck? I think the Yankee magic has run out for Derek Jeter. He's the owner of a shitty Marlins team. He gets
Yeah,
inducted into the Hall of Fame, but misses the unanimous vote by one. And now his induction ceremony is delayed for a year. First time it's ever happened, I think.
that unanimous voting is so blown out of proportion.
It's so
I
stupid,
think.
but
Yeah.
either way,
Anyways,
either way.
Yadier Molina might test free agency if the Cards don't extend him. I don't really know what to think about this. He's 36. There aren't too many 37-year-old catchers in the big leagues.
I think he's still a top 10 catcher in baseball, though. I think he's still productive.
Defensively,
Yeah,
defensively,
defensively.
yeah. But I feel like the Cardinals are ready to take the next step.
Yeah.
And if there's an offensive catcher out there, especially in the National League where they can't use a DH, I kind of
And
feel like
and just to put it in perspective, I read his quote and it was given the pandemic and how it's changed everything, if the Cardinals don't extend him, he's willing to test another team. I guess the point is he wants to play another year and he thought that he would finish his career with the Cardinals, but that may not be possible because of the pandemic. So if it's not
uh,
possible, then he'll continue playing. I get it.
nice, nice. In other news in NFL, Rob Gronkowski said that he had the Buccaneers playbook 4 weeks before the trade. So I think that's pretty interesting because we can only speculate, but now we know for sure that this was all planned from the
For
beginning.
for sure.
Brady knew that he was going to the Bucks probably way before we found out.
Hmm.
So, and then the last headline that I have is Brett Favre spoke with Aaron Rodgers after the draft, and by the tone of his voice, he says he thinks that Aaron Rodgers might look to leave the Packers. And I would agree with Aaron Rodgers because the Packers, they didn't take any wide receivers in the
Yeah,
draft. I saw a crazy stat line of first round draft picks that Aaron Rodgers has thrown touchdowns to in his career, and it was only one to
that's
a tight
crazy.
end. Yeah.
Crazy. I have one more MLB headline and then a couple of NFL and a couple of NBA headlines. The 2020 MLB season keeps going back and forth. It was a matter of if at one point. Now apparently it's a matter of when. Now, according to Charles Gasparino of Fox Business Network, per MLB official, he says MLB is closely watching Cuomo for the timing of how they're going to roll out the opening of the city, and that an MLB season is near certain, quote unquote. So it's looking like we might have some MLB this year. Fingers
Let's get
crossed.
it.
More. I'm gonna go back to NFL since you gave us some NFL news. Roger Goodell is not getting paid this year. He's volunteered not to take his $40 million salary. He will make zero money during the pandemic. Good for Roger Goodell. The NFL is considering a late start to make it work. They would eliminate bye weeks, eliminate the Pro Bowl, which nobody watches, and consider pushing back the start of the season, which mean starting the Super Bowl at a later date, maybe in March.
Wow.
Those are my NFL headlines. I have 3 NBA headlines. Number 1, the Knicks pick up GM Scott Perry's option for one more season. I have no fucking clue why. Stupid move. Moving on from the Knicks. Michael Jordan said, according to Rod Thorne, who's the architect of the Dream Team, says that, I don't know why I'm making all these hand movements, by the way, but it's like a new thing. I don't know why.
Trying
But
to distract our listeners.
I'm sorry. He says that MJ is not the reason why Isaiah Thomas wasn't a part of the Dream Team. If he was, he wasn't aware of it, and he was the architect of the team. So it's looking like Isaiah Thomas is being a little bitch. Steve Kerr says Warriors are in off-season mode. He's operating as if the season is over. So the question now is that because there will not be any NBA this year, or is that because the Warriors had the worst record in the NBA, and when things return, they'll probably just jump right into the playoffs. So there's that lingering question out there. And the last headline is that I don't have a last headline. That was the last headline. So
quick comment on the whole Isaiah Thomas thing and the Dream Team. I kind of don't believe that it wasn't Jordan, and I don't think it was just Jordan. I think it was like Jordan, Magic, and Larry Bird, because they all had some sort of bad relationship with Isaiah Thomas. And I think it goes back to the whole, like, it's compared to like the whole LeBron thing. Like, we always want to, when a trade is made on a team that LeBron is on, or when a coach is fired, we think LeBron is behind it. And I think it was the same thing with the Dream Team. I'm pretty sure Jordan had some say in not wanting Isaiah Thomas on that team, especially since Jordan is so vocal and doesn't give a shit about people's feelings.
Exactly. And was it one of those things that didn't need to be said? Like,
exactly.
Maybe Rod Thorne just knew. I don't even need to ask Isaiah Thomas because he doesn't get along with these guys. So I'm not going to ask him. I'm not going to put them on the court together.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the topic, which is, according to Bob Nightingale of USA Today, which you can trust all his reports. Wink, wink. MLB has yesterday CT mentioned this, that MLB has proposed restarting the season and restructuring the divisions into 3 divisions: the East, the West, and the Central. If you're watching on YouTube, just check it on the screen right next to me. It's broken down for you. If you're not, every team that's located in the eastern part of the United States would be a division. Every team's located in the central part of the United States in the Central Division. Every team in the western part of the United States in the Western Division. Basically taking the AL East and the NL East and combining them, aside from a few teams here and there, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to ask, which division is the toughest? Which division do you think, if they restructure this, has the toughest opponents to get through in order to make it to the postseason? And just so you know, CT, we have a minute and a half, so we're probably not going to finish this conversation.
Man, I might have to go with give me the East, man, because I'm biased. I think the Red Sox are still a good team. The Yankees are just added Garrett Cole. The Blue Jays are young and hungry. But then we got Baltimore and Miami. Manny, too hard for me to answer. Back to you. Why don't you give us your answer?
So in the East, you have Pittsburgh. So the gimmies are Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Miami.
But then we got the World Series champs.
You have the World Series champs in the Nats. You have the Blue Jays, who are still up and coming, but they're not ready yet, I don't think. So I think the tough teams in that division are the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Phillies. I'm going to put the Mets in there, although I have zero respect for the Mets.
I would put them in there.
And the Tampa Bay Rays. And then I would imagine you would have to eliminate the DH rule, because if you know what I mean, it's going to have to be universal DH. If that's the case, you add Robinson Cano's bat as a DH. You can add another defensive hitter. The Mets become a decent team.
Yeah.
So the East is tough. I think I'm going to go with the West.
Yeah.
I think every team on there is a playoff caliber team.
Aside from
maybe the Mariners. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
no, you're right. Yeah, but even the Giants, man, they're never like the laughing stock of a league either.
Yeah.
Like, they're no pushovers. I think I'm gonna have to go with the West as well.
All right, we're going
Hold it up.
west. Follow us at WT the show. You got 3 seconds left on the clock. CT. Peace out.
Peace.
Should we continue or not?
Nah.
Nah. The Central. Just real quick.